Welcome back. We're in conversation with Naveen Kulkarni. And Naveen, you were telling us your expectations from Access, running through some of those key factors. We got a little interrupted there, but do continue.
Yeah, so we were looking at strong NII growth, both on the YOY basis as well as on sequential basis. And profits, of course, last year was a loss, but Q3 was a strong quarter. We are even looking at improvement in the earnings even on Q3 basis. So essentially, we are looking at a strong set of numbers. Important factor to watch out for will be if there is any major provisioning which takes place in this quarter, because of which we could see the profits going down. So that is one major area, and how things are panning out on the retail front, right? So these are the two key focus areas, I think, for Axis Bank in the reporting quarter.
Right. Do you also feel, Naveen, that the scope of disappointment is higher purely because of the kind of run-up that we've had ever since Amitabh Chaudhary took over the reins at Axis? And yes, hopes are pinning extremely high on what Axis can deliver in this quarterly performance.
Yeah, so the stock is trading at 2.4 times price to closer to 2.4 times price to book. So that, of course, is in a zone where it cannot be considered cheap, right? So that's where the challenges start coming across, because if the stock were to be trading at 1.5 times, then certain risks are not necessarily priced in, right? But now typically what you start seeing is the risk versus the reward, right? So from that perspective, there will be, I believe, challenges. Market will be very, very closely focused on each and every number. If the scope for disappointments has clearly reduced for Axis Bank. So from that perspective, I think, let's say the management's goal of achieving 18% ROE, those factors become very, very critical from here on, right? So the path for achieving those kind of numbers is going to be, I think, very, very carefully watched by the market from here on.
Of reviews also that we're tracking this morning, Naveen, telecom consolidation there hitting Infratel's PAT somewhat, but overall, what's your outlook when it comes to Infratel?
So the infrastructure business in telecom is going through its own set of challenges because of the consolidation in the industry, right? So tendencies are going to be a challenge for next year and a half for Infratel. Post, let's say 2021, we could see the tendency challenges mitigating. But as of now, with the Vodafone Idea consolidation, and there could be even some circle exits also, right? So from that perspective also, there could be more challenges. So tendency numbers are going to remain benign for a while for Bharti Infratel. So the revenue growth is definitely going to be a challenge for the next 1.5 to 2 years for Infratel.
Sure, Naveen, thanks so much for taking the time out and chatting with us what to expect from the three big boys which are slated to come out with its numbers. Today itself, Tata Steel,